happens when relevant payment option isn't available? Or what happens when there is an online payment option available? Then the make payment thing goes in some other place. So remember, this, what we've done is just the happy part. And as you spend more time with the customer, you will actually see your business model diverge in a few different directions. That will help you understand the business a little bit.
And we call that the sad part. And we'll look at that as we go through a couple more sessions this week. And we'll get the opportunity to see how we break that out. Okay, some more questions before we continue? So Sumit brought up a very interesting, very good point. Well, the reason we use index cards is, like I said, we like to create very lightweight models, and we also want to ensure that they're flexible. So if you remember when we were all shouting out the different options, Sumit actually moved the cards around a couple of times depending on what the agreement was, and that's one of the really easy ways to do that, because you don't have to redraw or recreate the model. And because everyone's together, what's really advantageous is if you're having a workshop with a number of people and you're trying to get everyone on the same page, everyone can be standing around here and you can actually move things and get everyone involved. Just the simple act of moving stuff around will get, especially if you have a customer who's not really comfortable, doesn't want to get involved, it will actually help to bring them into the team, because that's what we want to focus on. We want to make sure that we're focusing on teamwork.
Might have been if I was drawing directly on the flip chart, and then you ask me to change and say, oh no, make payment actually doesn't happen here, it happens there. I basically need to scrap off the entire flip chart and start from scratch. Whereas here you're able to move things around, able to keep things dynamic.
Alright, so on that note, we are going to create our own dynamic models, yes? We're going to do a role play exercise. It is a role play, but please, I urge you to treat it as a real exercise. What the role play is about is you're meeting a customer for the first time. So please treat it as you would be meeting a customer in real life. What do we do when we meet customers? What's the first thing you do? Smile and you greet them. Okay. What else would you do?
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself. Okay. Make the person feel comfortable. It's a real meeting. So when you go into a real meeting, what do you always do before the meeting?
You establish rapport.
Okay. You can establish rapport. Yes. Okay. Anything that you do before you meet the customer? Okay. Okay. We'll make the assumption that the appointment has been sorted out, because that might be a little bit difficult to do in the role play. But once you've got your appointment done, what else would you want to do before you meet customers?
Research.
Find out as much as you can about it.
Okay, yeah, so find out as much as you can. I'll try and give you as much information as I can so that your research is done and you're ready to go. But you also want to be a little bit organized. You want to prep. You want to
ask them why. Ask them what do you want?
Okay, yeah, so you ask it. So
how can I help you?
How can I help you? So ask questions, organize yourselves. I want you to organize yourselves in terms of deciding who's going to be the people that are talking to the customer. You don't want all of you talking to the customer at the same time. That might be a bit overwhelming. Who's going to take notes? So organize yourselves accordingly. Get ready for your customers when I give you the prep time, and make sure that you're all on the same page about how you're going to interact in this role play. Okay, so how it's going to go is we're going to divide up into groups again. As I said before, we're going to have 3 groups because we've got 3 lovely customers that are waiting to meet you. You're going to talk to them, and the goal of your exercise is to create the as-is business process model. So you want to understand what the current business is and create a model for that. And then we're going to discuss our models. Remember, like I said, the model is not about being perfect. The model is a means to an end. We want to ensure that we're all on the same page, that we understand what the business is doing right now, what are the issues, who's involved, those kinds of things. Okay? What are the questions you have before we start dividing up into groups and before I tell you what the domain is?
from the
Sorry?
Maybe if you tell us the domain.
The domain? Yep. Okay. So the domain it's an organization called Debt Chasers. What Debt Chasers do is they chase debts for their customers.
Do you want me to describe for the domain?
Sure. They chase debts for their customers. So basically, a customer, so Debt Chasers customer has an unpaid invoice, and Debt Chasers chases up that debt for them by sending some threatening letters in the mail to the people that are not paying. Very simple process, but very effective. Unfortunately, they're facing issues like the organization is actually losing money, not making money. The sales manager knows that there's lots of customers out there, and they want, and she wants to expand the customer base. But what she also understands is that the admin team is finding it very difficult to meet the demands of the customers that are coming in. Of the existing customers, the admin team finds it very difficult to keep up with the details. Sometimes they'll send out letters to people that have already paid, and so then they get angry calls from their customers saying, hey, why are you chasing up that invoice still? It's already been paid, what's going on? How come we don't know what's happening? Customers sometimes aren't able to service the debts that they want chased up, and so again they get very angry. So our idea is to understand what is going on right now with debt chasers, and how can we identify their issues and the people that are involved. Okay, sweet. Do you have anything to add from that?
That's it. So it's straightforward. Debt chasers chases debts for small businesses. They do that by sending reminder letters. Their customers are like plumbers, handymen, regular shopkeepers who might deliver to people's houses. And right now, the problems that they're facing is that they're not able to build up their customer base. They're losing a bit of money, which often leads to errors.
What questions do you have before we start? Okay, so like I said, I'm going to divide you all into teams. There's also some stationery which we're going to put up here. We've got some flip charts there which we'll give you. So once you divide up into your teams, I'll give you some prep time. Please come and get some stationery if you like or not. If you don't want any, that's totally up to you. And so we'll have a couple of minutes of prep time, and then you'll get introduced to your customers, and we'll start the exercise. Yes? All right, so we're going to divide them into 3 groups, so we'll start counting on from 1 to 3. Yes?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1,
2. All right, so we'll have ones over here, 2s towards the back there, and 3s in the middle over here. Just maybe try and make some space for yourselves. All the desks were cleaned really nicely this morning, so there's a space for you. And I'm going to give you. Let's see. So I'll give you 3 minutes to do some prep. Okay, so 3 minutes to get yourselves organized. So identify who's going to do what, and grab some stationery.
around here. 3 and 1. I'm coming in. Yeah.
Good job.
Anybody want flip charts or index cards or anything? Or some markers? Alright, you guys only have 3 minutes. Come on, let's go. Organize, organize.
Let's come together. Oh, wait a minute.
So only two people